There's another site on YouTube. It's Steam Power TV, and I've clicked on them occasionally to see what was going on. It's a good little video, but I mean, the miniatures look really nice.
I've painted some of them.
Really? You have, haven't you?
Yeah,
yes, you have.
I had a couple commissions. I liked painting them.
How would you compare them to 40K?
Well, the ones that I did were bigger, so you could do more to it. That's the one thing that I did like. I wasn't sitting there trying to, you know, there was more room. I could do more blending and different techniques.
Were they plastic or were
no, they were all the tin or the pewter or whatever it is that they're using, white metal.
Okay. Okay.
Which a lot of people don't like. I myself like them. You know, yeah, it's harder to customize it than plastic. You know, plastic's easier to cut a piece off, but if you know the proper techniques, you can do metal just as easily.
And
well, not just as easily.
You're going to find that out in the later show, too, because you'll show us a little bit about how to do that. All right, and then for all you old schoolers, Monster Apocalypse, to get back to them, they're introducing Voltron characters and figures. So if you grew up in the 80s, it's gonna. My understanding, the set's gonna come out next year, so it's gonna be Voltron. That'll be awesome. So it'll be the Lions. So you'll have all those. Very cool. And last but not least, and we all know how this is gonna work. Wizards of the Coast. Not Wizards of the Coast. Who am I thinking of? They raised their rates. GW raised their rates. This is not news though, because don't they do it every year?
Yeah. Now a lot of people I've talked to don't know this. This year they kind of changed it.
They made an announcement at least.
Yeah. GW. Somebody told me this. An owner of a store told me this years ago, and I didn't believe it, and I started paying attention. Right around the 4th of July, every year, GW raises the rates. Well, it must have gotten back to them that, hey, the Americans are in on this. They know what's happening. So they did it a month early this year. Instead of July, it's June. But yeah, every year they raise the rates. And this year...
Look, not to say that a company can't make money, okay? That's what companies are made for, okay? You're supposed to maximize the profits to your shareholders. Just a little breakdown of what they made. Here's what they were making in continental Europe. They made 27.3 million euros. In the UK, they made 21.1 million pounds. In the Americas, I don't know how it breaks down between us, Canada, and Mexico, and Latin America, they made $24.8 million US. In the Asia Pacific, they made 10 million Australian dollars.
So that's what, about 100 million?
That's a lot of money. That's a whole lot.
Now, is this all profit, or is that before profit? Because I know it gives you some before and some after.
I believe that's profit. It's revenue. I believe that's profit. That's good money. God bless those guys, but you know what? Maybe you could come down a little bit on the fingers, okay? Yeah. Maybe you could come down a little bit on the paint. I just recently, I had a problem with some of my paint brushes, so I bought some new ones. I bought 3 paint brushes, came in a pack. I thought, oh, here's the deal. I'll get some paint brushes. $15. Cost $15 for 3 paint brushes.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that.
I have some plans. Now, was that GW brushes?
Yeah, those were GW brushes.
Oh, God.
And I got a standard, I got a detail, and I got a dry brush. And, yeah.
Oh, a little side
Then I pulled my pants back up after I bought them.
Did you get kissed?
Yeah, no, I didn't get kissed.
You feel violated.
That's right.
I am going to show you guys, I haven't named the segment yet, but I am going to, somebody suggested this, and I thought it was a really great idea. I'm going to show you guys how to cut some corners and some costs going and getting supplies in areas that you may not have thought about before.
Again, we're not saying people shouldn't make money. I'm not saying that. If you make money, God bless.
No, but don't act like you're struggling to survive when you're making $100 million profit. Even if that's not profit, give them. Let's cut 75% of that off. They only made $25 million. It's a fucking recession, and you made $25 fucking million. Yeah. Can we get some lube, please? Just throw in a pack of lube with every miniature.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but it really are. In my mind, they really are pricing themselves out of existence. I mean, sure, I consider us sort of the old guard because, Jesus, I'm almost 40. You're there. You're pushing it. I'm not going to ask the age on camera.
Yeah,
we're there
too.
What about the kids? I mean, when I started playing this game when I was a teenager, I couldn't afford that. I couldn't afford it now.
Well,
they're pricing themselves out of the next generation.
I can't say that though. When I was playing, as a youngster, we wanted to get into Warhammer. We couldn't afford it. We went with Necromunda. You only needed 12 miniatures, tops. We could afford that. It took us a few weeks of chipping in money to buy the main set, and then, a couple months to get enough money to buy those 12 miniatures. We just didn't have the money. You'd have thought, back then, you'd have said, all right, this game's never going to survive because of how much it cost. Well, what edition are we in now? How many years? It's been 20-some years, and they're still running strong.
Maybe they
we're just stupid enough. We are just stupid enough to pay for it. And as long as we continue to pay for it, they're going to keep ripping us off.
But you know what? There are other companies out there now. It used to be that
Warhammer
was it, but now there's War Machine, right? I just picked up a little box set of a game called Infinity. It looks like it's from a Spanish company. That looks pretty interesting. There are other people out there that are doing the same thing, so we'll see what happens. We will absolutely see what happens. All right. What's next? How about we take a little break and go to our local game store?
We took a little trip.
We'll take a little video of that. We'll show it to you.
So here, check out our trip to our local game store, and we'll pay some bills while we're here.
Yep.
Let some sponsors get some of the airtime, and we'll see you guys here in a minute.
We'll be right back. What's going on?
We're on location today. We're at our friendly local game store.
We picked up some cool stuff. I picked up Talisman, the dungeon expansion, which is very cool, man. It's very neat. Can't wait to play it.
Is there a new board in it?
It's got a new board. It's got new character sheets. Let's see what else we got. New character sheets. New board. Very big.
We were wondering if it's going to be...
Yep. It looks like it actually goes around the board. Let's see.
Oh, it goes around the edge of the board.
Yep, it looks like it goes around the edge of the board. Oh, cool. I like the way it folds. It folds just like that. And then you put the board there and it goes around. So if you look at it, it looks like there may be 1, 2, 3, 4 more expansions.
It says to the ruins.
So that the ruins would go right there. So from the ruins you get to go on. And I was reading, there's also some cards that let you go into the dungeon. And you go this way. You sort of follow the maze. And the last part is the last part is this big bad boss you have to fight in the treasure room, the Lord of Darkness. And you kill him, you get some treasure.
Cool.
Cool, man.
We'll have to read the rules on that and get a game in.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring you guys along for a little bit of it too. I picked up something too. Zombies 8 from the mental ward. We're escaping from a mental ward, I guess.
Crack it open. Let's see what's in there.
So, do I
I
shoot?
hate these plastic wrap.
And then
It's better than the CD ones.
Yeah, it's like clan wrap, yeah.
Yep.
What do we got in here? Some more deck, or more of the,
Didn't give you more zombies, though. I always hope for more zombies.
Yeah. And new deck cards.
Very cool. So this is the 8th expansion, then, huh?
Yep. I don't remember how many there is. We'll have to look it up.
I think we've got the first few. We've got the college one. We've got more zombies, where they just give us more zombies. There's a bunch of them. I don't think we have the underground one, where you can go in the sewers and stuff. So
no,
yeah, there's a few.
4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, it almost seems like that's more than enough to play with. I don't know if you play with all of them at once. That's a lot. That's a whole lot to deal with.
You
So I
guys
need to
in
make
the
it
store
successful.
or behind us, you may be hearing them. They're playing Necropolis, Savage World.
Do you know a little bit about Necropolis? I don't know a thing about it.
Yeah, I've got the book on it. It's
This is, by the way, this is our first ever